Yeah, yeah. Hey yo, I'm nice with the stove, ma. A long day, won't you get up out them clothes, ma? Here's your robe, ma. You know you got the pink Ralphie joint, but you rather lay up in my rugbies. Whatever's lovely. The kids is with your sister. You know I had to tip her. It's cool though, we need time to unwind. Here's your wine. Favor back from Cali, Napa Valley. I grabbed some smoke for fleas for you. He said it's loudy. The days are rowdy. I know how the rap race is. Have to calm down your blackness and change faces just to succeed. I disagree indeed. Now that's agreed. Roll the weed. I rub your back while I scan the pages of my newest read. My dear, my dear, my dear, my dear, my dear. I'm glad you're here. Now let down your hair. Smooth it out for a minute. Take a minute. This here's exquisite. There's no limit. That's how we live it. My dear, my dear, my dear, my dear, my dear. I'm glad you're here. Now let down your hair. Smooth it out for a minute. Take a minute.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome again. Hip Hop Nation TV, man. Yeah, we laugh, man. So yeah, that's what's up, guys. Today we got Etel. That was one of his tracks I was just playing right now. Hope you guys are ready. Okay, there he is. He's on. Let me just accept him now. Etel,
Yo, yo,
how's it, man?
I'm alright. How you doing? Hold on, let me fix my camera. Man.
All right.
Peace,
How's it,
peace. What's the
brother?
word, man? I'm alright.
All
How
good.
are you, man? How you doing? Thank you,
I'm
thank you for
good. I'm
having me,
good.
man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. She let me
I appreciate,
interview you.
I appreciate the
Welcome,
reach out, bro.
for sure. Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV, man. South Africa.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Word, man. So yeah, man, just tell us about yourself, my brother.
My name's Etel. That's an acronym for Excellent Talent Excels Lavishly. Um, yeah, just if you wanna hear a brother that rap his ass off, you found the right guy. You know what I mean? Fresh out of Boston. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's what it is. Simple and
Word,
plain. Yeah.
for sure. So what inspired you to rap, and what made you to come up with that acronym?
What inspired me? My parents actually. My parents introduced me to hip hop. I had teenage parents, so they were, yeah, so they were on it. First records I heard was Run DMC, and I pretty much chose my career at that point. You know what I mean? The name came from my original name was Etelligent, but I felt like they were boxing me in, and they were trying, was trying to box me in as just like a backpack rapper, but I'm more than that. You know what I mean? From the way that we grew up and stuff like that. So when I started, me and my man started our own label. We I came up with the acronym. I wanted to switch the name up, so I just wanted to keep it fly, but keep it advanced like my style is. So that's where it came from.
Word. So when would you say like you started like seriously making music?
When I've been serious since I was about 17, 17 since when I started taking it serious. So it's been a while. It's been a long time.
Word,
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
Did you was it when you started your first single, or did you have an EP at the time?
Yeah, so I was with a independent label out of Boston at the time named It Bees Like That Entertainment, and I was with them for years. I put out all my first single. I did two mixtapes and two full length albums with them. So I put in some pain with them.
Word. Yeah, plus I saw
Hmm.
like you have a lot of music and work. So how long would you say like it takes you like when it comes to writing a song?
Um, I don't know. It's different things, man. Sometimes I'll lock in and knock it out. Sometimes I'll write a verse and step away and come back maybe a couple days later to see if I still want to keep it or not. So I really don't have no I really don't try and put a time on it. Sometimes when I lock in, I just when I know it's moving like that and I lock in, I'll just um I'll just stay. I'll just stay there like when it's moving. Sometimes um the brain isn't flowing that well. I'll step away. I try not to force nothing. You know. So I really don't have a time. You know.
Word.
Unless it's like a feature, unless it's like a feature, and someone's like, I'm trying to have this turned in by a certain time. Then I try to have it, Then I try to, go by that time. But other than that, nah.
Word. So like how many artists have featured you so far?
How many artists have I featured with?
No, like how many artists have featured you?
I don't know, man. I did a bunch. I did a bunch. I got a couple. I got a joint with my man, Maul Grits. I got a joint with my man, uh, Diogenes. His didn't drop yet. Um. I did a couple joints. I can't even say off the top of my head, man. But any other artists out there, I work with whoever. You know what I mean?
Word, word. That's dope, man. So like I saw your first album. Was it Ideal Scriptures, right?
Yeah,
Word. Can you please tell us about that? What inspired you to create that album?
that album was basically the first album on my own label. It, it was like a resurgence, kind of like anybody that knew what the music I was making before, and then I kind of took a break and got my head together. This was kind of like now I'm back, and this is what's going on now, and it's just gonna get better from that, So that's really what it was.
Oh, okay. So like who produced it and
I had a
how was
couple
the production process?
on Ideal Scriptures.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a couple of my guys. I had my man Session, my man Big Session, my man John Harbinger. I did a couple of drinks with these producers called the Track Pros. Um, yeah, it was a couple dudes.
Oh, okay. So like would you say like the entire project like is it stuff that you personally went through or is it inspired also from other stories also as well? Because like I was listening to like what was this track? They prayed and then it was like the mash one, like yo,
Hmm.
like it was yeah, like it was powerful stuff.
Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you. They prayed is all me. They prayed is all, yeah. It's everything is personal. It's everything I went through.
Mm.
Um, Mash is kind of I kind of it's kind of like when I say certain parts in there, it's like exposing my style. Like my style is gonna be kind of contradicting, because people are contradicting, right? Like you can think positive, but you're doing a bunch of negative things, but you're trying to get to the positive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So it's kind of how I live, and then so I was just explaining that like when in the first like 8 bars of Mash or whatever. But they pray is all me, is all personal stuff. That's all. Those names in the songs are my mother, my grandmother's, and that was all me. Yeah.
Yeah, plus I mean you were mentioning like your parents influencing you like they had an influence in you in introducing you to the music because like I could tell like when I was listening to the track Go Etel Like it had that
Mhm.
80s that 80s kind of vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just- Would you
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. They definitely. Definitely. And it was kind of, like my mother was a hip hop person. It is a hip hop person, but she wasn't like into the hardcore stuff like my father. My father was like, once you got in the car, he played whatever he was gonna play. So it was heavy Ice Cube, heavy Too Short, um, Tupac, Ghetto Boys, all of that. You know what I mean? That stuff. A lot of West Coast. So because he was living that life. He had, but when he made a family, he had just exited that life. So he was still bumping the music. So I got the best of both worlds. But yeah, they were the first ones to introduce me to the hip hop.
Or like as you've mentioned, like you said you also studied the label with your friend. Was it the one with Prolic Music Group?
Brolic Numbers, yep, Brolic Numbers Music Group.
Good. So like what would you say were like your achievements in it and like some of the challenges that you had with going independent?
Um, well, the label I was on before was an independent label, so I just sat with them, and he's still Jose. He's still one of my close friends and mentors now. But when he was getting everything up off the floor, I just sat with him and I watched and I picked everything that he was doing and showed me, and then I it was a different time back then. You could move a little different now. You know, it's less thing. It's easier to get to a different people from, like, look at me and you talking. You all the way, across the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier. So I still took the hustle though that he taught me, and I still do some grassroots things. But so I was already used to moving independent. So it really wasn't nothing for me. I think, yeah.
Oh, that's powerful. So like, plus, I mean, like you at the moment now you have like your second album, right? Which is the $1 Million Notebook, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, can you tell us about that and like what was the direction of
the
that album?
direction for that was a little more personal. It was I started working on it, and then the whole pandemic happened, and then my lady and a good friend of mine was like, yo, we're tired of, not we're tired, but just like, you've been the fly rapper dude forever now. You got to give people more. Like, yo, we know you're mad at stuff. You got these feelings going on. You put that, So it was a little more personal with $1 Million Notebook, because I wanted it to feel like I wanted it. My inspiration from that was Prodigy's H&IC and Scarface, The Diary. I wanted it to feel like that, like a blend of that.
Good, because if I remember the songs there was it the one, right? And also
Hmm.
oh, it was a beautiful morning or something. Am I right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So like how was the response like from the people like when you gave those kind of songs?
Yo, the response has been. The one was the first single, and the response was already uh was great. You know what I mean? The response was great, and then when the whole project came out, the response was definitely it was more than I expected, actually, which I love. You know what I mean? I was a little nervous because, like I said, from the beginning to the end, how it started and everything, it's a little different because everybody, I think, is used to me, like when they hear a project comes on, it's just like the usual 1,000 bars, no hook or something like that, and this went totally left field. So I was a little worried, but the response was overwhelming.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like as you said, like you're a person that's very versatile. That
Hmm.
when it comes to writing. Like
Yeah.
how are you able to do that? And
I just I
like
just
post
I
it.
just listened. I listened to a what? I'm sorry. What you say?
Yeah, yeah, I was saying like how are you able to do that and like and not be able to feel pressured like to remain constant, isn't like just doing one style of rap.
Well, I still try to keep it hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not gonna make it corny. You know, so um, so and then I think that sometimes you gotta like as like underground hip hop dudes and all that, like yo, underground hip hop dudes like girls, yo. So it's alright to make a girl song, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, but if it's fire, like it's not corny, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'm gonna do it, you know what I mean? But so yeah, I listen to all types of music again outside of hip hop. So yeah, I'm able to do that when the joint comes across and I know I know my audience is not gonna be like, yo, nah, this is corny. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. So like I mean like as you've mentioned before, like your mom, your parents supporting you and your girl also supporting you. Like
Hmm.
how important do you think it is like to be getting the support as musicians? What do you think can be done for
I
musicians
think
to get
I
support?
think it helps. I think it helps a lot because when you're in that position um of like chasing your dreams, it's a dark it's a dark place, bro. It's
Yeah,
hard and it's a dark place and it's good to have that, you know what I'm saying? It's good that someone just believes or understands or they just know, you know what I mean? Like, yo, so it's more than just even just being a musician. Like if you're an entrepreneur, like if you selling clothes or you selling, you know what I'm saying? Like it's good to have those people, you know what I'm saying, that see the vision. There's not a lot of people see the vision.
right, right, right. So like on your album, like on this album, who did you feature?
On Million Dollar Notebook, who I got on there? I got Madam Cruz on there.
Yeah,
Um, that might be it. Who else is on? um, yeah, yeah. Is it just Madam Cruz? Yeah, I think it's just Madam Cruz. Um, I got a few different producers. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it. I got another two projects coming. It's gonna be more featured based. Um, it's gonna be a lot of group tracks, a lot of bar dudes that I worked with. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna. I got one coming up with my man Bogey. That's unnamed yet. And then after that, it's gonna be the appendix. So it's like the Million Dollar Notebook. Then the appendix. There's gonna be a lot of my guys on there. A lot of bar spitters on there. I'm gonna reach out to and get with.
right. So like, is it artists that are under your label or outside of your label?
Nah, outside of the label, outside of the label. But yeah, man, we looking for bar heavy, who wants to get down right now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of dudes that I've worked with and outside the label.
Nice, 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 nice. So like,
Hmm.
are you guys planning on doing any tours or performances in the
Yeah,
future?
man. Well, we're waiting for everything's opening up, so we're waiting for the promoters to get with us. Um, I got a couple performances this month. Um, one in at home in Massachusetts, then another one the end of the month in Rhode Island. But yeah, man, we're waiting for the promoters to get with us, man. We're open, ready to go.
Yeah, that's nice, man. That's nice. We'll
Yeah.
be we'll be sharing your posts then, your flyers when
Oh,
the time
thank you.
comes.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that
Yeah,
truly, man.
yeah,
Truly.
for sure.
Hmm.
So like, I wanted to know, in terms of social media handles, is Instagram the only place you're available at, or the others too?
No, Instagram is the most time I spend on, but I'm on Facebook too. The same thing, E.T. I think no dots though. It's just the ETEL. The Brolic Numbers business page is on Facebook. And on Twitter, you can follow me on there. I jump back and forth on there. It's Etelligent1 on Twitter, and
Right.
yeah, and even TikTok. I do got a TikTok now, and it's same thing, Etel. Yep, Etel on there. So yeah, man, I'm on there. But I'm the busiest on Instagram.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I saw the ad, like, that's how I heard your
yeah,
music, like,
yeah. I appreciate
so,
that. I
for
appreciate that,
sure,
man.
for sure. But before you leave us, my brother, is it possible
Yo,
if you could give us like a 16 from what's coming next from the appendix?
oh, are you on the bar? I got some bars for you. It goes. Let me see. It goes. Hey, yo, old shooters was young crack babies. I
Oof.
pray it never goes back to early 90s, late 80s. You
Mm,
niggas scabies, living leeches. Foul as
mm,
preachers meeting preteens behind the bleachers. My pen reeks her. Souls of rappers who try to reach the epitome of my identity. My madness is my serenity. Seeds of my loins shall have longevity like the Kennedys. Due to my upbringing, alcohol is my remedy. Of
mm.
visions that haunt me, spirits that taunt me. Mothers I seen gnawed like they was hooked up to morphine. I had my place young, so I kept the work in the coffee and kept a job so I could keep them blue people off me. Salute.
Woo. Brother,
My
thanks, man.
man.
I
I
appreciate
appreciate
it,
you reaching out, man. For all the way
for
from
sure.
over there, man. You stay safe, bro.
Thanks, my brother. Thanks, man.
All
We'll
right.
keep in
All
touch for
right.
sure.
All
For
right,
sure.
bro.
Thanks,
Peace.
bro. Much love.
Thank you.
For
Peace.
sure. Peace. Yes, guys. That was it, man. It's an interview with Etel. So just wait for it, guys. The project is coming out. Appendix, you heard it. So yeah, we'll be sharing it here. So yeah, man. Of course, I am the host, Ecliptic, JHV South, South Africa. Shout out to everyone that's watching. Tawang, shout out, bro. Thanks for watching. Kel, thanks for watching. JR Moving and Packing, shout out. Keep up, shout out. Juice Ghost, shout out. Almighty God Artist, shout out. Velen MT, shout out. Postman, shout out, Postman. MCO School, Fisher, shout out. Back to the Left, shout out. MCO School, shout out. Um, yo, thanks to everyone that was watching, guys. I appreciate it. Um, Dressing Box, Bottomless Pit, Miss Brown Sugar. Oh man. Salute, Dressing Box. What else? I'm forgetting you. Rosella, hey, hi. I see you just joined in. Um, so growth. Shout out, guys. Peace. So let me just leave you with the music before I bounce.
Yo, let me see you do your hot girl summer dance with no pants. Planning trips to the south of France. I don't always get the romance. Too caught up in the program. The day-to-day struggle, the day-to-day hustle. Forgot about my queen and shit. Oppression having us saying the meanest shit, but we don't mean the shit. We gotta step out the matrix, get back to basics. When you talking crazy, get back to spankings. Early AM loving, breath stinking. Stinking eggs, we got it shaking. Neighbors waking from the headboards breaking. My dear, my dear, my dear, my dear, my dear. I'm glad you're here. Now let down your hair. Smooth it out for a minute. Take a minute. This here's exquisite. There's no limit. That's how we live it. My dear, my dear, my dear, my dear, my dear. I'm glad you're here. Now let down your hair. Smooth it out for a minute. Take a minute. This here's exquisite. There's no limit. That's how we live it. No limit. How we live it. How we live it. Yeah. I'd do anything to see you smile. Though we rockin' for infinity, you're for a while. Love your demeanor, shit, and
and I love your style. And anything you ask me proves, you know that I'll do anything and try until it's achieved. Never knew a love like this, no trust and believe. I go todo for the ship, cause you the captain. Post you on the media, don't need no caption. Listen, when you hungry, madam, got your plate. If superhead in town, you know I still take the cake. So put that pillow under my knee, cause I'ma suck you off till you fall asleep. Y cuando te levantas, got your right to me. Yo soy tu criollo. Yo tengo sofrito, yeah, pero fruta dando lo bonito, yeah, yeah. Nothing about you that I won't let pass. I know all your troubles and I know all your bad. I know all your secrets, we gon' make it last. Treat me like a queen, you my king. Any task in front of us, we'll handle it 50-50. When I was down and out, I know you was with me. Promise to give you love that you'll never forget. So let's cruise around the world with these publishing checks. And yo, nice in the morning, yeah. Your body got me calling.